Hi, my loves. Happy full moon in Pisces. I hope that this message finds you well. So we're going to do a little pick a card reading here today. As you can see, we've got 3 piles of cards laid out here. So I'm going to need y'all to go ahead, take you a moment, consult with your spirits. Hey, spirit, what pile do I need to choose? What is my full moon message? Direct me to the pile that is going to provide me with the clarity that I need right now, the confirmation that I need right now, the encouragement that I need right now. All right, so go ahead. I'm gonna let you guys take a minute, choose your pile, and we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it, okay? So let's begin. All right, so for those of you that chose pile number 1, let's go ahead, flip your card over to see what your African goddess guidance is here. Okay, we have Ma'at, which is giving and receiving. So this is about divine justice and balance for some of you. Oh, wow. This is Mars in Libra, okay, is what I'm picking up on too. There could be something significant about this transit for you. Some of you may have Libra placements in your chart here as well. But this is about taking stock of, your energetic input and output when it comes to different areas of your life, right? Are you getting as much as you're putting into something, right? Are you giving to something enough? So these are things that you may be asking right now. For some of you, with the number 10 on this card, it would reduce to the number 1 in numerology, which is about the self, which is about, asserting yourself is something that I'm picking up on too, okay? So some of you may be in a space where you are prioritizing yourself, your well-being, your needs, and with that, you may be asserting yourself within certain environments, within certain relationships. I'm hearing drawing the line in the sand about what is acceptable for you and what is not. All right. Now for others of you, oh, wow. I'm hearing give your pain over, give your hurt over. So I don't know too much about like the background here of Ma'at. From what I understand though, it's like she's the gatekeeper before like people can get into heaven, or I don't know what they refer to it as. It might not necessarily be heaven, but before they can pass through into the afterlife, she weighs up their heart against a feather, right? And if their heart is heavier than that feather, then they can't go. They can't gain entry. So for some of you, oh, wow, you're not able to gain entry into something because your heart is too heavy, okay? It's too much bitterness, unforgiveness, grief, anger, in that heart chakra too. We got to be honest, there's some envy and some jealousy that can be up in there. It's a lot that can be weighing down the heart. Hatred, right? We know that's a heavy hitter that weighs down the heart. And we can be real. We all have experienced those emotions to some capacity or another. It's just important that we don't allow those emotions to linger, to fester, to weigh us down. So for some of you, there is some purging, some releasing that needs to be done for you on a heart level. Some of you might want to work with some heart chakra meditations, sound healing, okay, to help you with this process. Some of you, I'm hearing pen to paper. So you're literally just needing to like journal about the things that are heavy, that are weighing heavy on your heart, my love. That's not something you're supposed to be keeping inside of yourself. And I think some of you have not even, you haven't even written down like the things that you've been experiencing, let alone told anybody about what you've been experiencing. So I think, the least that you can do for yourself is journal it out. All right. So I'm over here shuffling the archetype cards here, and we have quite a few. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, wow. I love these cards. So we have, so many. Okay, so we have the nectar coming through. So this is the sweetness of life that I think some of you may, that's the gate that you want to insert into. That's kind of the portal, or maybe you feel like I'm locked out of the sweetness of life. And a lot of it is because of stuff that's weighing on your heart. For some of you with this orphan card, you might feel very alone or have felt very alone throughout your life. I don't know if some of you are actually an orphan or something like that. If your parents died at a really young age or something, my heart definitely goes out to you, because I'm definitely seeing like an infant's hand here. So some of you, you know, this is a wound that goes way back to your infancy, your early childhood there. And it's so interesting, even with the orphan, how they're reaching for like this little flower here that we're seeing in the nectar card, the flower. So this is what you are seeking, or what you're reaching out for, is some sweetness, is some kindness, is some love. That maybe you feel like, why does this always evade me? Why don't I get to experience this? Why don't I get to have this? And I don't want to victim blame, because some of you, you're right and justified in feeling the pain that you felt, because, you know, for many of you, these are things that have been out of your control. So it's like, you know, especially something like that, parents passing away or something, you can't control that, you know. And that's a really, really deep wound I'm getting for some of you, where, yeah, for some reason I'm getting like an absent parent, whether they passed away or not, okay? They could very much be living, and maybe you just don't know them, okay? For some of you, yeah, this is like, I don't know who my father is, or, you know, my dad or mom, they barely come around and stuff like that. You know, it's that kind of situation that I'm picking up on here. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. This is, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here. This is kind of, I'm hearing, why don't you want my love? Why don't you want my love? And for some of you, you might be asking this question, you know, about someone that's in your life right now. But I think this is a question you've low-key been asking your whole life. Like, and it's more so related to like a parental type of relationship, where you felt like your love was rejected, or if you felt like you were rejected. Because I do get with the Mountain, this is possibly something that has created a bit of isolation for you. Okay, where once again, I'm just getting, you know, a lot of loneliness that some of you have experienced, maybe having to be very self-reliant, going back to that number one with the Ma'at card, having to be self-reliant. I'm even seeing like kind of having to keep yourself warm, like, you know, with your own love, and not necessarily love that you're receiving from other people. I'm so sorry. I do see that this has like strengthened you in ways, but we all deserve to experience love from like other people too. And I want you to know that you are totally deserving of that, okay? Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm locked out of ever experiencing like healthy relationships, satisfying, fulfilling relationships, whether it be within friendship, whether it be within romance, whether it be within your family relationships. Okay, we have this Threshold card. I do want to read this one from the book. I'm not too familiar with this one, so I feel like there's always a reason if Spirit's like, yeah, read from the book on that one. So let me see what it says here. Oh, look at that. Ah! I love Spirit. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry guys, I always get like way too excited. The threshold represents the door, the gate, the initiation. Oh my gosh, you guys, she's wanting to initiate you through this motherfucking gate into heaven, into, you know, your heaven on earth, or, you know, whatever it is you feel like has been evading you. She's like, I want you to come in here. Okay, so we cross thresholds continually, consciously and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one, however. You have arrived at a threshold of initiation. here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. This is the you. You guys are identifying too much with this and this, okay? Because you've had to. For some of you, you've been in survival mode, like I said, where you've had to rely on yourself. But baby, you ain't gonna just have to rely on yourself for too much longer, okay? So, let me see. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step toward the future that calls you. Oh my gosh. Yes! Take that necessary step. Like, this, I feel like, is the shit that's like, we gotta phase this out, baby, okay? And I know it is very much a part of your story, but for some of you, it's imprinted, like, within you. It's imprinted within, like, your heart, within, like, your... And you know your heart is like a magnetic field, right? Okay, so a lot of, like, what we attract in our lives is through the heart space. So if you will feel like I'm not really attracting the things that I want, focus on the heart, okay? The heart, you know, I was talking about grief, bitterness, anger, resentment, you know, unforgiveness. The heart holds a lot of loneliness too, okay? So some of you are needing to focus on healing that. Look, this is what I'm going to look into for everybody, every motherfucking pile here, because I'm big on my guided meditations while I'm sleeping. I am going to suggest a different guided meditation for each pile. There's this new channel that I've been really into on YouTube, and they have like the 8-hour long guided meditations / hypnosis thing. So yeah, you're gonna get your life, you're gonna get your healing in your sleep, okay? So let me make a note for myself to put that in the description, the hypnosis videos. Cause yeah, you guys gotta get that heart right, baby. And I'm not coming down on you or anything, because like I said, you've gone through some really shitty stuff in life, and it's like, who wouldn't feel that way, right? But who wouldn't feel that way, right? But this is not where you're supposed to stop. This is like a part of the journey. Is sure, feeling those feelings, feeling that loneliness, feeling maybe that sense of rejection, feeling like, you know, ashamed. Why didn't they want me or something like that? Why did they leave me? You know, all of these things. Like, you're not supposed to stay stuck in those emotions. That's why they're called emotions, my friends. They're meant to move, to be in motion. So it's all right. We're going to get you right, okay? So I want to cover some other things about this card. The light side of this energy is growth, individuation. Yes, ease in the liminal. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's just like, I've been watching so many just different videos, psychology videos and stuff, and I'm just like getting all of the downloads right now. Some of you might have an anxious attachment style. It's through your life experiences that you were meant to grow through that type of attachment wound. That some of you, like I said, you've had that wound. It's been imprinted since you were born. I follow this therapist, Thais Gibson. Maybe I'll link some of her stuff in the comments or in the description too. She has a YouTube channel. It's called The Personal Development School. And she talks a lot about the attachment styles and the wounds and all that stuff. Some of you need to go check that stuff out, okay? Because I literally was watching a video about anxious attachment style, and I kid you not, she used the word individuation as like, kind of like one of the key things that an anxious attachment style has to master is individuation. Which, you know, what does that mean? That means, yeah, becoming your own person and, you know, being able to rely on yourself, but not in that kind of bitter way, like, oh man, this isn't fair, and why do I have to do this, and da da da. It's not to say that that is not a part of the process and that you're not meant to experience those emotions either, but you're supposed to, I'm getting you're meant to move through them and get to a space where you're like, yeah, I can do this shit by myself. Yeah, I know I can always rely on me. Yeah, I know I am the hearth that keeps me warm. That's why I'm seeing all these warm colors. You are the hearth, you know, and you may be, I know some of you want that hearth, you know, from external sources too, and you're gonna get it, okay? I don't want you to feel like, look, I'm not gonna get that. You're gonna get it, okay? But right now, this may be a time where you do need to focus a little bit more on yourself. Some of you might have a tendency or have in the past to overgive, to overextend yourself. And then you feel like, wait, why am I coming up empty-handed all of the time? Why am I feeling unsupported all the time? There's so much coming up here, okay? So I also, when this energy is in the dark or the shadow, it is resisting, refusal to grow, barriers and boundaries. That's what the mountain is. Barriers and boundaries that keep us separate from others. So for some of you, look, it might not even just be anxious attachment here. We might have some dismissive, avoidance, you know, because, you know, maybe, like I said, you're just not used to people supporting you. So even when people maybe do try to come in and support you, it feels foreign to you. And you're like, whoa, what is this? And some of you might even have some self-sabotaging tendencies there too. So that's something to just kind of keep in mind here. I love this deck is just so beautiful. So they give like little tips for going deeper with these energies, with these archetypes. And for the threshold, it's suggesting that you lie on the floor and listen to Bob Dylan's Standing in the Doorway. Okay, so there's a song, check it out, listen to it, lay on the floor. Okay. Let's see what else we have going on here. I'm hearing leaving the nest. Somebody might be guys, what the fuck? The initiation. Look at all of these doorways, these fucking portals. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Like, I know I'm like really animated right now. I can't help it. It's just like surging through me right now. And I'm just like, ah! So sorry if I seem like a little intense. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, like, yo, the life that you want, the love that you want, the community that you want, the money that you want, the lifestyle that you want, is here for you, right? Like I said, purify that heart. Get to work. Get it light as a feather, okay? Light as a feather, baby. Someone might have a feather tattoo, I'm seeing. Or you might be getting a tattoo of a feather or something. Maybe that'll be like a nice reminder for you to stay light as a feather. Light as a feather. Let's see what else we have going on. Some of you may be getting initiated into like some spiritual type of path or whatnot. Let's see what else we have going on here. Strength. Yeah, you've had to be so strong. Probably a lot stronger than you wanted to be. Okay. But no, like, this has not been in vain, right? That, you know, this is a part of, I'm hearing your heroes, is it hero's tale or your hero's journey, something like that? This is a part of it, okay? And you get to be the hero of your own life, right? So ask yourself, would a hero just kind of stay in this space where, you know, they're just kind of to themselves and humbug, fuck the world, I don't want to deal with anybody, Like, no, a hero is like out there living their lives, but also out there, you know, saving the day. They're helping people. They're active in their lives. Some of you, I'm getting, you need to activate the hero within you. Maybe you waiting for somebody to kind of come and save you, but ain't nobody finna save you. You gotta save yourself. Going back to the number 1 on the card there. But once again, I don't see like, oh, you're just meant to travel a solo journey forever either. someone having twins. Somebody watching this might have twins. You might be having twins. I'm just seeing the two little lion cubs. Are these lions? Yeah, I think they're lions. Lion cubs here. So I think it's just two of them. Yeah. So yeah, somebody might be having twins. Maybe, especially if like twins runs in your family or something, you can definitely be having those. Okay, so congratulations. We've got this full moon behind her too. It's the full moon in Pisces today. So yes, like this can be a sensitive full moon, but it can also be one of those full moons where you do like reflect back on your life experiences and, you know, the journey, and you recognize like, you know what? I am doing an amazing job. Like, you know, just with, you know, the things that I did have, the little bit that I did had, you know, look what I was able to create for myself, for my life. You know, maybe I didn't have much. Maybe I didn't have a lot of support growing up. All right. Whether that's financial, emotional, mental, you know, whatever the case may be. But it's like, bro, it has built you up in so many ways. I guess some of you do. And I've been thinking about this myself lately, just for a little inspiration, like watching like, what are they called? Biopics and like reading memoirs of like people that really inspire you. Okay, so there's like someone that comes to mind, like, man, like it could be a musician, it could be an athlete. Today my brother had sent me an Instagram video of Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Bean. And he's just always so like fucking inspirational, you know, with the Mamba mentality and shit. And that's what I'm getting for some of you. You need to have that fucking Mamba mentality. Like when it comes to your fucking life, for real. Like you ain't no punk ass bitch. Excuse me, you're not. Like you are strong as fuck. Like you out here, you on some Kobe shit in your own lane, okay? Maybe not a fucking basketball player, but whatever it is you do, like get on your Kobe shit, okay? Whatever it is you do, or whoever it is you look up to, right? Look, Beyonce, she definitely has shared more about some things she's gone through. Because I was like, Beyonce. I fucking love Beyonce. But I'm like, will we ever get a fucking like memoir or biopic of Beyonce? I doubt it. I doubt she's gonna like open up her world that much. But, you know, it's somebody out there that some of you connect with. This could be like a historical figure of some sort. This Tower card is coming down here. This goes back to what it was saying, this threshold that's kind of crumbling beneath your feet, because yo, what's getting ready to pop out, as it mentioned, is a whole new you. You're not even going to be able to recognize yourself. I just saw 2211 on the screen, so that could be an angel number for you. For some of you, that's scary, not being able to recognize yourself, not being the person that you've always been. 2222 on the screen there as well. For some of you, it's going to affect the way that some of your relationships continue or don't in some cases, because there's going to be people that are like, hey, I don't like this new you. I don't know who this is. You know, this isn't the person that's always kissing my ass and people pleasing and giving and, you know, always available for me. You know, this isn't the person that I knew, right? Ooh, yikes. I heard the person that I abused. Okay, so somebody's might be abusing, and it might not even be physical abuse. Like people can abuse your time. They can abuse, you know, your love, your energy, right? So I'm getting that here as well. I don't know if some of you, excuse me, I probably should have set a trigger warning there. If any of you experienced some type of abuse during your childhood, even like bullying and stuff during school age, you know, kids can be very cruel. Look, y'all, everybody teach y'all kids to be nice, because this world is hard enough. And kids should be the last people like going through just really heavy shit, in my opinion. Protect the children, okay? And sometimes that also starts with how we're parenting our children as well, you know, and making sure that we are, you know, creating a space that's healthy, that's supportive for everybody, okay? So yes, you are going through some big changes. You might be clinging. Four of Pentacles, you're like, I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go, like, of who I've been. Also clinging to your pain. like I was telling you earlier, give over your pain. Some of you are like holding on to it for dear life. Why? You want to be sad all the time? You want to feel like that all the time? Some of you, I will say, it's like you're used to feeling like that for so long. So you're like, what do you mean? What else is there to feel? Bruh, when you enter into this motherfucking gate, this fucking portal here, it's gonna open up so many more like emotions for you. It's something that I'm getting to. Like some of you have actually been very limited on like your emotional experience. The capacity has like been constricted. Maybe your joy has been constricted. Okay. We have strength coming through again. Okay. From the tarot, that was from the Oracle card. So once again, you know, this life in general has built you up, right? In ways that you have thought, oh, this is tearing me down, but it has actually been building you up this entire time. It might be a little scary. Like I said, like the changes that it looks like for some of you are being forced on you at this time too. When we're talking about the tower is like, I don't give a damn whether you want to change or not. Here is the change. Change is coming, okay? Or it is here, right? So some of you just pray to have the strength to, make it through these changes, pray to have the wisdom to, recognize that this change is good for you is what I'm getting. This change is directing you towards this Empress energy too, where you like, look, I'm popping. Like, I know my worth. I know who I am. Like, I know I deserve the very best in life. For some of you, you are definitely going to be increasing your finances. If you've been struggling with that Four of Pentacles, some of you might have recently lost a home, lost a job, had some type of financial loss or loss to your security, your stability. And it may have set you back here with this Four of Pentacles. And you may be feeling like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't fair. And you might be, feeling like I got to work extra hard. I got to work overtime or, do this and do that just to make it by. Baby, I'm telling you, like, keep pushing. Don't give up. Okay. With this Empress card, you're getting ready to come into a lot of abundance here. For some of you, new jobs, like new business ideas taking off. For some of you, this is love that's coming in here as well. And this is the supportive love that you need. This might have to do with the mother wound or something like that as well. So for some of you, maybe you felt orphaned by your mother. And like I said, your mother could have very much physically been in your life, but maybe you feel like she wasn't emotionally available or supportive of you. So it can make you feel like, I ain't got a mom. Like, sure, she pays my bills, keeps a roof over my head. But, aside from that, like, she's not really nurturing me or really caring for me or supporting me in the ways that I really need. So for some of you, there may be some self-mothering going on too, where you're pouring and giving to yourself, nurturing yourself here. I was mentioning twins, so I'm definitely seeing someone pregnant. We've got a lot of fertile energy, especially with the devil here. You and somebody getting freaky deaky, okay? Have fun. Look, the devil isn't always bad. Sometimes it's literally just about having sex, okay? Now, I'm going to read all of the interpretations here too. So, sometimes that devil too is our attachment to like the old cycles is what I'm getting, especially the devil and the tower coming up. This is what's blowing up in your life. Like, no more of these kinds of relationship dynamics. The devil can be very toxic relationships, manipulative, controlling, abusive, as I was talking about earlier. And abuse isn't always physical or overt either, is something that I keep picking up on here as well. It could be like some narcissistic abuse or something like that going on. So this is something that you are ultimately breaking free from, though. For some of you, there may be like some temptation to kind of stay in a particular cycle or even to revert back, especially during these retrogrades, where there very well may be people popping up from the past, or I'm even seeing for some of you new people popping up, but they remind you of the past in some capacity. Okay. Let it go. Like, don't even entertain it. I'm getting, continue to keep your eyes on the prize, which is, walking through that door, through that threshold. As I mentioned, really healing yourself on that heart level. That's what that strength energy is about too. And the Empress. I mean, wow, Venus and Leo. This is Venus and Leo right here, okay? So for some of you, you've been greatly impacted by this transit. Venus and Leo. I'm also seeing Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Yep, Pluto, Capricorn. Okay, so those are y'all two transits that maybe you want to look into your natal chart and see like, yo, like what houses is this touching? How is this affecting me? So for you guys, it's Venus, Venus retrograde in Leo and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. That you definitely want to look into. You might feel that you're reviewing a lot of lessons or even kind of revisiting painful experiences and memories and things of that nature, but it's not to torture you. It's not a punishment. It's an opportunity to just release more. You know, as we know, healing, it sometimes comes in waves. I've had someone describe it to me before as like an onion and peeling back the layers of that onion. Okay, so that's what's happening with these retrogrades for some of you. You're peeling back more and more layers. And, you know, with the onion, eventually it gets to the core, right? You know, where boom, now we finally like touched that core wound. We've healed that core wound. And now we have completely shifted our life and our trajectory. And that's definitely what's taking place for you guys right now. I know it may be a little difficult just with all of these fucking transits. Venus is going direct on the 3rd, okay? On Sunday. She will be in the post-shadow phase basically for the rest of September. So really October, you might start to notice the energy shifting for you guys, okay? But yeah, with that being said, let me go ahead and wrap it up here. Of course, if this resonated, feel free to leave me a comment below. Until next time, take care. Bye. All right, for those of you that chose card number 2, pile number 2, let's go ahead and get into it. See what your goddess guidance is. Okay. We have Queen of Sheba, secrets revealed. And hey, if we talking about any type of secrets, Pisces energy is definitely it, especially for a full moon in Pisces, revealing those secrets. So look, get ready, y'all. Now, this doesn't always have to be bad things too. I know sometimes when people hear secrets, they like literally instantly like tap into fear and know like, oh my gosh, what's coming? For some of you, these are more so like secrets kind of emerging within you, okay? Things that have been hidden within you, within your subconscious, which is associated with that Pisces energy, okay? So this is, you know, more so I feel like about exploring and even exposing some of the dark places within you, filling them with the light of consciousness. So some of you are becoming more aware of subconscious patterning and behaviors that may be hindering you, may be blocking you in some capacity. Now, you know, I gotta keep it a buck too. You know, some of you, there could be some secrets that are revealed, things that you were not aware of. Maybe they might not be the best thing. With the 36 here, 3 + 6 is 9. So for some of you, whatever is revealed, it does seem to complete a cycle of some sort, okay? So like I said, this can definitely be more of an internal process where you're like, oh my gosh, like that's why I do that? Holy shit. And then boom, like it ends that cycle. For others of you, it may be something that you're finding out about another person and you're like, oh, okay. Well, I kind of had a hunch about that or something. And now that I know, I can go ahead and close that cycle out, right? So I don't want you to have like any fear about this card here, because trust and believe that what you need to know, you will know, okay? So definitely don't try to like avoid the truth or run from the truth, or there's no need to be afraid of the truth, okay? We should embrace the truth. We should be running towards the truth with open arms, let me know what's good type of situation, okay? Now for others of you, like I said, this could be a positive thing too. Maybe someone's like revealing how they really feel about you, right? You know, maybe you've been in an interesting or weird space with someone and you're like, I don't know, like what they feel for me. So for some of you, maybe you'll be getting the clarity on that here around this full moon, okay? Or even I'm getting like over the next couple of weeks here, there could be information that is coming to the light here. I heard social media for somebody, so I don't know if you're seeing something on social media. Where it's like, all right, bet. Like, got the confirmation that I needed. For others of you, I'm getting like, this is like a cheat code or something that you're receiving. So this could be like advice or insight, maybe something that you're coming across on social media, like, you know, somebody's posting some really helpful tips about something and you're just like, oh my gosh, I never even thought about that. Okay, so it can be like many different things here. We're gonna pull some more cards on it to see what else we have going on here. Okay, we have the flame wanting to come out. You guys have like all these really warm colors, so there could be, once again, something about like lighting things up, illuminating what is in the dark. Yeah, and that's what a flame does, right? So I'm definitely getting that. Ooh, I'm getting so many messages. Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Okay, we getting some consciousness, you know, awakening here. But I'm also getting, for some of you, this is a flame that somebody has for you. Okay, and you, for some of you, you don't even know who the fuck this person is, or you would have never thought, like, what? Like, it's that type of situation. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I think some of you are like gonna be low-key, like, not laughing at the person, but maybe even laughing about the fact that you were kind of stressed out about like, oh, what's going to be revealed. And then it's like, oh, this is this person that like has a crush on you or some shit. And you're like, oh, okay. I mean, I never would have thought that you would have had a crush on me, but okay. All right. So it could definitely be that type of situation. I'm hearing someone still holds a flame for you as well. So that may be a secret that is being revealed. This might be someone from your very, very, very distant past is what I'm getting, okay? Someone that you have had an ending with, whether it's a very distant past or it could be more recent past too. We've been seeing a lot of breakups here during the Venus retrograde cycle. So someone, you know, could definitely be missing you, longing for you, especially all of this warmth here. There's something about your warmth, right? You've just got this glow about you. You've got this just really cozy type of energy about you. Let's see. We got anything else coming from the Archetype Oracle? I want to read more of the description from the Queen of Sheba to see what additional insights might be there as I continue to shuffle. So let's see here. In the Bible, the wealthy Queen of Sheba brings a caravan of gifts to King Solomon. The Ethiopian holy book reveals that she was their Queen Makeda and that together they sired King Menelik I. Queen Sheba's guidance is to open your eyes. Oh my God. Yo, these cards that just fell out, y'all. Hold up. Okay, so Queen Sheba's guidance, open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. I need you guys to affirm that over yourselves. Once again, whether this is a truth about yourself that you're coming into, a truth about another person, a relationship, a truth about your life path, your purpose, a truth about, for some of you, I'm getting some health stuff, maybe some things that you've been dealing with, where you're getting clarity on like, oh, okay, I just need to kind of switch this up or change something in my diet, okay? Let's see here. Your inner vision is crystal clear. You don't know what you don't know. Your creator, ancestor, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path, okay? So even that description, it doesn't sound super doom and gloom, right? I will say that part of there are things you do not let yourself see. That is very Piscean. Sometimes Pisces be knowing a lot of shit, but Pisces likes to play dumb sometimes, okay? You know, that's their other fish. Remember, it's two fish that represent Pisces. So you got the super wise, knowing, oh yeah, I know. And then you got Pisces that's kind of swimming away from the truth. And I'm gonna just play dumb over here and act like I don't know. Okay, so for some of you, stop playing dumb. I'm getting for some of you, you use that as like a defense mechanism or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a little more clarity on that as we go throughout the reading. The affirmation associated with this goddess is I am connected to the divine, okay? That is the flame too. The flame is spirit, all right? Ooh, some of you might be doing some candle magic. That's what I'm getting all this glowy energy from. You may need to do some candle gazing meditation that could give you some insight into some of these secrets, you know. So you can literally like set intentions for a candle, like, hey, reveal to me the things that I do not know, or, you know, I am now ready and open to see the truth. I know that it is safe for me to see the truth, okay? Remember, I want you to also use that as an affirmation as well, because I know how people get with secrets. They get anxious and, oh my God, what the fuck is going to happen, okay? Once again, that affirmation is, it is safe for me to see the truth, okay? Look, I need you to go ahead and activate that, because you're going to start getting some truth. So, I mean, hey, only say it if you're ready. Like, but there is safety in knowing the truth, right? We don't want to sit around avoiding shit. So I was laughing what came out of the deck. Sure, we have the Cave, which is a very secretive energy. Someone's been lurking on you is what I get. And they're looking at you like you're my queen. Look, the Queen of Sheba, the queen, like, come on, come the fuck through. Not all of these goddesses are referred to as queens. She might be the only one in the deck, to be honest. Okay, no, we got a few other ones, but yeah, like, there's no coincidence that this Spirit is like, okay. And look at the colors too, the same colors. Even here in this card is black and white, but we have this little light here, this glow. Someone is definitely watching you. They are watching you like a hawk, okay? Like, who is this? This is so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Now, for some of you, look, it might not even be someone like a romantic thing, an ex or something. It could just be somebody that's low-key just stalking you for whatever reason. Knock on wood. I don't think it's like anything severe, especially with social media these days. It's just like people can literally just watch you. Unless you have your page on private or something. So I don't know if some of you have recently felt called to put your page on private or something like that. Maybe you've been feeling, what is it called? The monitoring spirits or whatnot. So, you know, hey, do what you need to do. If you feel like you need to protect your privacy or whatnot, then, you know, do that by all means necessary, okay? But yes, like, ooh, y'all. And look at this big old full moon here too, okay? Look, you are the queen. And it was interesting how the background of the Queen of Sheba was mentioning how she brought all of these gifts to King Solomon, okay? So there could even be like a king type of energy that has been watching you, okay? And is looking at you like, oh my gosh, like it's her. Like that type of situation, okay? For my fellas out there watching it, the opposite effect, okay? It could be a queen that's watching you, okay? Maybe you're, you know, dealing with the Queen of Sheba. And also, this is for same-sex couples too. So, you know, just fit the energy wherever it fits, right? But, you know, it could be a queen that's watching you, right? And looking at you like, oh my gosh, that's my king. I literally just saw 1111 on the screen. There we go. Come through with the synchronicities, okay? So, you know, these readings, I don't just read for women. I don't just read for men. I do sometimes have to remind myself, you know, hey, it's not just for the ladies, even though the majority of my audience is women. So I just be having to remind myself sometimes. But look, fellas, you are more than welcome to be here too, okay? So, wow. Why am I hearing ruby red, ruby, what is that lipstick, Ruby Woo? That classic MAC lipstick. I don't know if that's something that some of you wear. You need to wear red lipstick is what I'm getting. Something about red lipstick is going to be very, it's going to do something for you. I don't know what it is, but it's going to do something for you, okay? So get into it. Find you a nice little shade, whether it's Ruby Woo or not, okay? I'm also seeing for some of you, like, I don't know, literally rubies. I don't know if you're buying a ruby or something, some type of jewelry. I'm getting like an amulet of some sort. Someone might be gifting you jewelry as well. Remember, the Queen of Sheba came to gift King Solomon. So some of you, yeah, you're being gifted something. I do want to read the Cave. I've pulled these other cards, but not this one. This deck has so many fucking cards. I absolutely love this deck. I'm still very new to it. I haven't used it as consistently as I would like to, but I'm going to start incorporating it more into my readings. But y'all, this deck has like 78 cards in here. And everything is just like so deep. I just love exploring like the archetypes. It's really fun for me. But let's see here what this cave energy represents, okay? I want to read from the book. All right. So the cave represents the dark, the portal, the interior. Those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever changed. It is a place of potent power, acting both as portal to another realm and a space for sacred ritual and initiation. The cave is a place to return for meaningful retreat, where one can see the true self in the darkness. Secrets revealed. Come on, come on. Some of you the one in the cave, okay? In esoteric teachings, the cave is known to reside in the center of the heart. Within its walls, the whispers of compassion and self-understanding can be heard. Yet, because of its mystery and power, many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city, while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. Where is your cave? You already know. Return to it and tend the fire. Well, okay. So the light side of this cave energy is the sacred center within, okay? Within your heart. Your heart is going to reveal secrets, okay? Like I said, it could be secrets about yourself, could be secrets about things going on outside of you, whatever the case may be, okay? In the dark, this energy represents withdrawal, isolation, and hiding, okay? Look, this could be a person. For some reason, I am feeling like this isn't just you, although for some of you it is. But I am getting like a person is hiding for whatever reason. Hiding this flame that they have for you. Because remember, we're talking a lot about this heart energy too. Here's an activity that you guys can try to work with this cave energy. Envision yourself as an old sage in a cave. What amenities do you need? What draws you ever closer to the cave within the cave? All right, y'all getting super deep, okay? I'm like, it's a cave within the motherfucking cave? Well, goddamn, that's a lot of caves, okay? But, okay, maybe you want to sit with that, explore that, meditate on that, you know, do what you need to do, all right? Let's see what else we have going on here. The cave is also here to teach us patience. All right, this just flew out of the deck. Priestess, hello, come through. Queen, like you guys come on with the fucking royal ass energy, the leadership ass energy, like queen, priestess. You guys, that might be the truth that is being revealed to you. It's like, I'm that girl, okay, Beyonce? I'm that girl. What she say? She's like, something about I didn't want this power, right? I love that part of the song because she recognizes that she didn't choose this. This chose her, okay, is what I'm getting. Oh my gosh. I'm like, ooh, Jesus, because I chose this deck, y'all. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta say that again. Like, yo, you did not choose this. This is choosing you. Ooh, and I'm like, for some of you that don't ever feel chosen, baby, you have a whole divine purpose that supersedes any motherfucking nigga, like any bitch, like, excuse my language, but y'all, this is how I speak just in regular life. I'm very raw with it. I'm an Aries, Mercury in Aries too, so I'm gonna talk my shit. Like, but you have something in you that supersedes, and I'm not saying relationships aren't important, but what you got going on, baby, it's far larger than that stuff. Okay, and it's not to say that you're not gonna have those things either, but you've got something choosing you right now. Okay, like, how are you being called to step up and lead? It's time to step into that. And some of you, you know, you might need to kind of go within the interior space, right, within the cave within yourself to really connect with the truth of who you are, to connect with the power of who you are. I'm definitely getting powerhouse type of vibes coming from you guys. Okay, very powerful beings. Wow, what's okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Whew, sheesh. I get people might be watching you. They are recognizing like the leadership abilities in you, recognizing for some of you, you are very spiritually gifted. People are watching you. What the fuck? Oh my God, yo. Spirit is not fucking playing. Talent. This shit just fucking flipped out of the deck, y'all. People are watching you. You are very talented. Whether you are like on a spiritual path, you know, doing the shit I'm doing, or shit, you could be doing anything. I've been talking a lot about Beyonce in this reading. Beyonce, you watching my reading? Girl, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you are, okay? But the talent, baby, whatever it is you do, pop the fuck, like, pop out, but also pop in. Because for some of you, like, I don't think you really recognize the magnitude of you. Okay? And you need to kind of go within to really, like, fully, like, connect with that. And then you can come out, you can pop out, just like a full moon pops out, right? There's no hiding here. This will be like the new moon energy, the dark moon, boom. Then we shift to the full moon. Even here, look at this. The fucking moon in the background, illuminating her talent, her gifts, whether spiritual gifts, whether artistic, creative gifts. Whatever kind of gifts you got, baby, you're gifted. I want you to know that you are so gifted. It's something that I'm picking up on with y'all reading. Okay. I was nosy. I just kind of half-assed turned the deck over. I'll just show you what's underneath the deck. Commitment. Did I not say? For some of you, you got a fucking King Solomon coming through, or, you know, for people that are attracted to women, you've got a Queen of Sheba coming through for you. Okay. If you're attracted to men, you got a King of Solomon coming through. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. Like, I'm being so fucking dramatic. Oh my gosh. I don't know where I got this surge of energy. I mean, these messages have just been fucking amazing. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, wow. Let's pull some tarot cards. Yeah, like, oh my goodness, you guys are so very talented. You're like a fucking, I'm hearing a beacon of light. I mean, that's why you're coming through as a flame here as well. And people, little do people know, like, the depths and the darkness that I feel like you faced to be this beacon of light. That's what a lot of people don't realize about, you know, people that are quote unquote light workers, and they're just so positive and wow, they're just such an amazing person. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, those are the people that be going through it the most. Okay. It's not to say, I mean, we're not comparing, you know, who's going through what or whatever, but they be going through it. You know, and a lot of people looking at them wouldn't necessarily assume that. You know, they'd be like, well, shit, they look good on the outside. Everything looks great. What do you mean they be going through it? Like, for your light to grow, for it to build, for it to generate this level of power, you have to be willing to go into the dark. You have to. You have to be willing to face yourself. You have to be willing to face your shadow. You have to be willing to face your subconscious. Because the subconscious also, you know, not only does the subconscious, you know, have all the limitations, the blockages and stuff, the subconscious also, for some of you, is where your talents are at. Is where they're needing to be unlocked within your subconscious. For some of you, these are talents that, once again, the fucking talent chose you too. You didn't choose it. That's what talent is. It's innate. It's in you. Now, can you develop it and get it better and, you know, perfect it and all that shit? Sure. But it's in you, in your subconscious. For many of you, you're going to be recognizing, like, new talents of yours. For some of you, new spiritual gifts. For some of you, there's past life regression going on here. And you're like, oh, like, no wonder I feel drawn to do X, Y, Z, because I had a past life and I was doing X, Y, Z, right? Come on. Like, some of you, you were a priestess in a past life. You was a queen in a past life. Like, look, I'm getting, like, just top dog type of energy here. Like, I love it. I love it. And you need to bring that energy into your fucking life right now, okay? Maybe right now we don't necessarily have queens and kings and stuff like that. It doesn't mean you can't embody that essence of a queen. It doesn't mean you can't walk around with your fucking head up high and your shoulders back like a motherfucking queen. Right? You better act like you know. I'm like, look, Spirit's getting really spicy with y'all message. I assumed with all these warm colors, like, just always fucking my Aries ass too. That's gonna activate me. I'm like, ooh, red, orange, yellow. They're literally my favorite colors. Literally my faves. I love it. Let's see what we got popping out with the tarot. Oops, look. Come through. This your King Solomon. This is King Solomon. Oh my gosh, Spirit, relax. Like, you know, I'm just gonna sit over here cackling the whole goddamn reading. Like, Spirit just be tickling me. You are just so funny. Let me adjust my camera a little bit so I can like get more of the table here. Sorry, y'all. But oh my gosh, y'all. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might be a fire sign, because this could be you too, whether you're man, woman, whatever you identify as. The tarot is not gender specific or conforming to things like that. So this is ultimately about you being in your authority, being in your power, okay? What did I say earlier about a powerhouse, right? Very creative. Some of you might be entrepreneurs. You might work within like the creative industry, within the entertainment industry as well. But yes, this is about owning your authority, okay? With something that's in you. It's in you. It's just in you. You can run from it as much as you want, and you can, oh no, I'm not really that good at that. You know, that's just a little thing I can kind of do. Like, no, it's not just a little thing is what I'm getting. It's not. It's actually a pretty big thing. It might be that thing that takes you to that next level too, for some of you. You've been hiding. You've been hiding your talent is what I'm getting. Stop hiding. Look, I'm talking to myself too. Oh, all right, Spirit, relax. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so talk to me tarot cards. I only have one come out here so far. Okay, Four of Swords here. So yes, this is about going into the cave, right? Taking that time to retreat, essentially. All right, so some of you are definitely needing to take this space to do that, especially during this retrograde, Mercury retrograde. This would be the perfect time to kind of go into that retreat mode, right? To reflect, to meditate. There could be some healing. Some of you might have healing abilities of some kind. Oh, okay. Got some more cards popping out here. Let's see. Okay, interesting. We got a King of Cups here too. So it's interesting we have two kings. I don't know if this is, some of y'all might have more than one person watching you. Look, it could be a fire sign, and we got a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now, this also, there's just so much like power, leadership, and authority, okay? So like I said, whether you identify as man, woman, whatever, you are in your leadership bag. Like, it is coming through here between the King of Wands and the King of Cups, okay? The King of Cups is also someone who's very, very in tune with the spiritual realm, okay? So as I was saying, you guys, you got it. You got the gift here. Whatever, you got some healing abilities too with the King of Cups. Some of you might be kind of psychic or something like that. Wow, there's just so much. Okay, now I will say, you know, on that kind of other side of the whole secrets thing, there could be secrets being revealed maybe about these characters, okay? So, yeah, like you kind of can place that wherever that goes. So we do have the Five of Pentacles coming through as well. This is about you not feeling confident, not feeling like you're good enough when it comes to your talent, when it comes to whatever you offer. You got to get out of that mindset, because this is about you being confident. King of Wands, being in your authority, knowing like, once again, this chose me. I didn't even choose it. Like, I didn't even want this fucking power. I didn't fucking ask for this gift. It just came to me. I was just born with it. You know, that's why it's a gift. Spirit gifts us things, right? gifts us different abilities and talents and skills that just kind of are innate to us. This is your gift. And how would you treat a gift? Would you just like, if somebody gave you a gift or something, would you just go put it in the corner of your closet, you know, like, fuck this, I don't really care about this shit, I'm just gonna go basically forget about it, right? I don't know why I just thought of that Paul Walker. What did he say? Just forget about it, cuz, something like that. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. That line always, like, he says something like that. That shit always cracked me up. But that's what some of y'all have been doing with y'all gifts and y'all talents. Like, oh, just forget about it, cuz. Like, you know, why are you forgetting about something that's so great? For some of you, this might be something that's going to make you a lot of money. Shit, your ass might be famous or something. Like, if you would just lean into it. Lean on into it. Some of you are, you have a fear of rejection. Yeah, like, stop. I mean, I don't know if it's just that simple, like stop, but basically stop. There's no need for you to feel this way. And if you maybe take that time to go within the cave, do some of that inner work, like I said, some of that shadow work there, you will recognize that there isn't any reason for me to be feeling this way. Some of you need to go inside, as the passage said there with the cave, return to the chamber, right, which is the cave, and tend to the fire, the flame, right? Come on, like, some of you, maybe you need to reconnect with this talent of yours first and foremost, just with yourself. Maybe you need to pull the gift out of the fucking dusty ass closet and be like, all right, I'm gonna put the gift on the fucking table now. It's gonna be out in the open at least, right? At least in my space. And I'm actually going to start working with this. There's so much coming through. Oh my gosh, guys, what are you doing? What are you cooking up over there? I love it, I love it. Yeah, I do feel like for many of you, this talent is gonna bring you out of financial insecurity as well. Insecurity or instability, okay? And for many of you, I actually think it is going to heal your self-esteem. It's going to strengthen your self-esteem. You're thinking it's going to have the opposite effect. Maybe you're, I don't know, afraid of criticism or some shit like that. But like, sure, there's always going to be people that don't fuck with what you do. But I know for a fact that there's always more people that love what you do than hate what you do, okay? Take it from me, a bitch that's into the shit that I'm into, and let's keep it a buck. Most people still think this shit is like evil or some shit. It's not. But hey, I'm not gonna get into that argument. But yeah, like, take it from me. I've had haters come at me like, oh my gosh, you know, I hope you fail because what you're doing is wrong. Like, I'm like, bitch, suck a dick, honestly. Excuse my language. I'm very spicy tonight. Like, and that's honestly the attitude that some of y'all need to have when it comes to these perceived haters and critics and, oh, they're not gonna like me. And you should really just be telling them to suck a dick, honestly. I mean, you don't have to tell them to their face, but in your mind, you need to kind of have that kind of mindset where it's just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care, you know, you ain't gotta like it. At the end of the day, like, this was something that was gifted to me. You know, God likes it, clearly, right? So I don't care if you don't. Who are you? Are you God? No, you're not. So you really don't matter. I'm sorry. Like, it's not to say that people don't matter, but I think some of you are putting, like, people on a fucking pedestal or something, and it's like, why? Because you and your low-ass self-esteem? Sorry. Look, I'm talking to myself too, y'all. This is something I've dealt with in my life for a very, very long time. You know, a lot of people, they wouldn't think, you know, on the outside looking in, you insecure? Fuck yeah, like literally most of my life. And honestly, it's been through tarot and through me building my business that I have strengthened my confidence and my self-esteem, you know? So sometimes you just gotta get in there and you just gotta start doing this shit too, y'all. Like Nike say, just do it. You know, get out of your head about it. You know, stop worrying about how people are gonna perceive you. Ask yourself, how is God perceiving you right now? He gave you a gift that you tucked away in the fucking closet and it's got cobwebs and it's dusty. How does God feel about that? probably not too happy, okay? I'm not saying he's like out here raging like, fuck you, you're not using your gift. But he's a little sad. He, she, whatever you want to refer to it. A little sad. Like, damn, you know, I thought you was going to do something with that. Like, I gave it to you for a reason. For some of you, I gave it to you so you can break out of this generational cycle of poverty. Okay? I gave that to you for that reason. Come through. Y'all better act like you know. Act like you know. Act like you know. Act like you know. Ace of Swords, the truth. The truth of who the fuck you are. Like, this is seeing the truth, knowing the truth, hearing the truth. The secrets are out, okay? It might be your secret. You know, for some of you, this is a secret hidden talent that you have that nobody fucking knows about. They're like, what, bitch, you do that? No fucking way. Like, some of you, like, I'm getting like, you are gonna fucking blow people out of the water with whatever this is. Because they had not a motherfucking clue. Okay, and it's because of you. Shit, you didn't share it. You didn't. Maybe you kind of like, oh, you know, that's not really, you know, it's not all that. Like, I'm okay. I'm getting that some of you are like, I'm okay. Look underneath the deck. You better get your fucking money. You better stop playing. Look, pile number 2. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and wrap y'all up because I could be here all freaking day. But it's time. It's time, you guys. Like, whew, baby. And some of you too, in revealing this talent, you're gonna get some type of communication, confirmation, you know, whether it's from the universe, whether it's from a person, an opportunity that's coming in, some sort of recognition that you're receiving, okay? This is a yes, like a yes to your talent. For some of you that have been wondering, like, should I like develop this? Yes, okay? For some of you, it might have something to do with using your voice as well with the Ace of Swords. We're talking about communication, throat chakra. You know, this could be writing. You know, I have a gift of writing in some capacity, singing, public speaking. I don't know, something. You're a rapper or some shit. I don't know what you do. But you doing it, so do it. Or you need to be doing it, so do it, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. This is getting a little long, y'all. So if this resonated at all, please like, leave me a comment below. Until next time, I am sending you guys so much love. Take care. Bye. All right, for those of you that chose card number 3, pile number 3, let's start off with your African Goddess Rising Oracle card, which is Asashe Ya Joy. Okay, so it's time for you to increase your capacity for joy. I think I mentioned something similar in card number 1 or pile number 1. So some of you, I don't know, you know, you're more than welcome to choose more than one pile. Maybe you want to watch all of them, okay? But for some of you, this is definitely about you tapping into the things that bring you that greater sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in your life. For some of you, this joy that you may be experiencing, it could be coming through a child that either you're having or you've already had. And it's through this child that you're going to be reconnecting with your joy. It's like this child is almost an outer expression of your inner child. So it's like going to be reawakening that aspect of you. So I think that's really beautiful. For some of you, you know, if you don't have children, this can have to do with your relationship with your mother. There could be an element of your joy being stifled due to I don't know, the kind of dynamics that you had with your mom, or just who she was as a person. I don't know if she was stressed out a lot, or, you know, people just kind of be dealing with their stuff, right? So for some of you, I get that you really didn't have an opportunity to kind of almost be like a kid. You know, you might have grown up in an environment where, you know, when you would get into that space of getting super excited and having fun, maybe things are getting a little loud. You might have had a mom or, you know, any kind of parental figure. It could be even like a grandma or something that would always tell you, like, be quiet or stop being so loud or something like that. And I think that's really affected the way that you experience, or maybe don't experience joy to this day. It may be something that's like really suppressed for you. If I could pick up this card, I was over here shuffling the archetype cards. Okay, interesting. We have the animal just flip out. So I might need to read from the book. I'm not sure what that one is about. This deck is still fairly new to me. So I'm going to pull some more cards too, just see what else comes up so we can get some more context. Some of you, I don't know, is it something about animals? Maybe, you know, I'm speaking about babies. Some of you might have like a fur baby. Maybe you're getting a pet, or you already have one, and that is a source of joy for you as well. Very beautiful. We love to see that. All right. For some of you, this is, I'm drawn to the moon cycles around her head. So going back to that whole idea of maybe your mother figure, whoever you lived with growing up, it seems like their moods were like really up and down, unpredictable. So it definitely maybe kind of zapped them of some of their joy too. And then of course that's going to have an effect on you as well. For some of you with the number 16 on this card, somebody have a baby at 16 years old. You know, and that can put somebody under a lot of pressure. Like having a baby at any point in your life is stressful. And it's not to say that, you know, you're not welcoming that baby into the world with open arms and you're not excited about it, but it can be very stressful, I'm sure, especially as a younger parent. So for some of you, that may be why your mother experienced a lot of stress, because you know, she was trying to do the best she could at a young age, trying to raise a child. So it's kind of a child still herself in many ways. So that too, you know, and she might have felt like having a kid at a young age, you know, as much as she loves her child and everything, I feel like she might have had a moment where it's like, damn, like this is robbing me of like my childhood, essentially. Like I'm still a kid myself. Type of situation is what I'm picking up on. Interesting. I don't know, some of you getting Cancer energy coming through. I don't know if you're a Cancer, your mom's a Cancer or something like that. Ooh, y'all got some interesting cards coming up here. I'm gonna pull, they said pull one more here. So the underworld, yeah, like I feel like you're almost having to go into the underworld to reclaim your joy. Yeah, I guess some of you don't get very excited about things, like ever. Like even like things that you would think that most people would kind of be excited about. And I get we're all different or whatnot. But yeah, like I think the reason you don't get excited very much is something about your connection to your mom. Okay. So definitely there's a lot of shadow work that's taking place for you guys here with the underworld, and having to, like I said, go back and reclaim that aspect of yourself. You know, it might be some like the monsters and everything kind of lurking beneath the surface here with the underworld. And it can feel kind of heavy, okay? So some of you could be doing some really intense shadow work right now, but what you don't realize on the other side of this shadow work is your capacity for, you know, some of those lighter emotions, joy, to grow, to expand, to be something that, you know, you actually do experience more, more wholly, more fully, more completely, where you can really, for some of you, I think you do experience joy or excitement, but it might always be like really short-lived. You know, when you feel yourself getting happy, it's almost like you're hearing your mom in your head, like, be quiet, or you're not allowed, like, I don't know, your mom just, I don't know what she had going on. Like I said, it could have just been stress, but it could have been some other stuff too, some mental health type of stuff. Where, yeah, it's just like, you guys just really weren't, it's interesting. Okay, so I said you guys because I am talking to a wider audience, but I'm also picking up on you guys as in you and your siblings, okay? So some of you do have siblings, where, yeah, it's like, we've got to be quiet, we've got to kind of tiptoe around mom and stuff like that. And especially with that, like I said, that moon energy where the moods can shift like damn near like on a day-to-day basis. And it's like you don't know what you're really going to get there. Okay. Interesting. All right. So we have the one here as well. This is beautiful. All right. For some of you, interesting, I'm getting a message that, excuse me, your child is the one, or some of you are going to bring a child into this world. And like I said, it is going to awaken your capacity to experience a joy like you've never experienced before. It is going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so healing for you. You deserve it. Like, lean into it. It's funny, I was watching a reading by Tatiana Tarot not too long ago, and she was talking about this concept of like milking things out essentially and like making them last. And I'm just noticing the child like suckling on, you know, the mother, getting the milk, the nourishment that it needs. So there's something about, I don't know, like maybe this relationship that you're having with your child, where it's like you get to milk out the joy a little more, where it feels like it's longer lasting than maybe some of the spurts of it that you have just, you know, in your life on a maybe not even on a day-to-day basis. I don't think it's something you guys are experiencing on a day-to-day basis, unfortunately. But it can be, right? It can be something that, you know, like I said, you might have to kind of journey into this underworld space. You might have to face some things about yourself, some things about your upbringing that some of you may be avoiding a little bit. All right. So I do want to look into the animal card. Like I said, I haven't really worked with this deck too much, so I want to see what's coming through with this, if I can find it. I'm so bad with like Roman numerals. I'm like, where is this damn, where is this card at? Okay. So the animal represents the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype, we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. I love that. When this energy is in the light, it is vital, elemental, alive, and it dances. Are those not things that we associate with joy, right? When this energy is kind of in this shadowy element or it's suppressed, it can come up as savagery, pent-up emotion, and lashing out, okay? So like your joy it's natural. It's like yeah, just like you know, to animals and, you know, all of the things that they just naturally do. The same with your joy. Like that's natural to you, like as not only as a human, but like as a spirit. You have a spirit, right? And it is your spirit that gives you life. It gives you that sense of vitality, right? So for some of you, it's like your spirit is needing to be, I heard cleansed, but I was going to say uplifted. So I don't know. Some of y'all might need to do some sort of spiritual cleansing of some sort. And it may be connected once again to your mother in some capacity. You may be doing some work related to, like, I don't know, the mother wound or something like that. Or this could even be something, as I mentioned, that you're healing through your own relationship with your children, child or children, okay? And this one card, this is about you recognizing that, you know, you are one with all that is, okay? And some of you where you may have a tendency to kind of lean into some of these more darker emotions here with the underworld, like that's not all you are, okay? Some of you are needing to recognize, okay, maybe I am a little bit on the dark side, but I'm also on the light side too, okay? So some of you are needing to embrace more of your light here as well. There's so much that's coming through here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, what else we have, Spirit, for pile number 3? Interesting. Okay. I just heard she's always talking to them about bad things. So I don't know who that she is. Like I said, it could be your mom. It could be another feminine presence in your life who may be kind of negative. I got to be completely honest. And they kind of suck you of your joy. They siphon your joy. I don't think some of you recognize it. And it can be even harder to recognize, like, if this is your mom or something. Like, you know, nobody ever wants to be like, oh, mom, you're like, you're a negative Nancy. But hey, for some of you, that may very well be the case. But like I said, it could be some other kind of feminine energy you want to be mindful of, as far as, you know, what they're sharing with you, how often you're letting them kind of into your aura and letting their energy kind of seep into your auric field is what I'm picking up on. Some of you are needing to set some maybe stronger boundaries here, do something, and you can do that energetically. Sometimes that's not always about you having a conversation with someone and addressing XYZ, you know, sometimes it's just about you doing the energy work behind that. And, you know, you will then start to notice some shifts there as well, okay? So I don't know, some of you might have been battling here recently with like depression or something like that with the underworld. This energy can be kind of heavy, okay? Which I think why Asashe Ya is coming through here, like wanting to remind you that, once again, life isn't just one thing, one way. It's not just the darkness, okay? There's always another option. There's always something on the opposite end of that spectrum. And for you guys, like, I'm seeing you almost like, wow, that's so interesting. I'm seeing you climbing out of a pit, but like on a rope or something. It's reminding me of, I don't know, gosh, am I showing my age? Like in gym class when we would have to like climb the rope or whatever. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you guys are climbing up out of a pit of darkness, of depression for some of you, of hopelessness. Maybe there have been even like a lot of unfortunate events that have been happening for you lately, okay? Things that just, hey, they're just out of your control, right? We've had some pretty intense astrological energies in between all of these retrogrades here as well. You may be feeling like you're getting hit with the hammer or something, and you're just like, yo, like when is it my turn? When do I get to be happy? But remember, you are one. This is you being one with the universe as well, okay? So, you know, you don't have to just be one with this aspect of the universe. You can also be one with the aspect of the universe that takes care of you, okay? That does provide for you, that supports you, that wants to see you happy. Some of you, I feel like you have a mindset of, I don't know, like the world being against you or something like that. And that's the furthest from the truth. Now, we have some cards fall out over here. We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? For some of you, I do feel like it has to do with that feminine energy. I can't remember exactly what I said. It just kind of came through. But basically, I was talking about somebody like, they just too negative. They might gossip a lot or something like that. And you just kind of be going along with it, like, okay, like, But in your mind, I feel like you're like, oh my gosh, I wish they would just shut the fuck up. Why don't you tell them that? And I'm not saying you have to tell them that in so many words, but you can definitely redirect people's attention, their energy, and be like, you know, I mean, I see what you got going on here, and thanks for sharing, but, you know, can we talk about something else? You kind of always talk about this or something like this, you know, especially shit. This might be someone too, they don't ever be asking about what's going on in your life, but they always coming to you with their issues, their problem, you know, just little petty gossip and stuff that just doesn't even fucking matter. Like, so I think some of you are having to take a stand and be like, yeah, I don't like this. You need to stop. We have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Because, yeah, within your new world, like, I don't think you want to be dealing with people like that, situations like that, where, once again, people are essentially trying to drag you into the underworld or keep you stuck in the underworld. You're like, you know, you're trying to get up out of the pit. And I think, ooh, what is that saying? Misery loves company. All right. So there could be someone definitely like in your energy, someone that you're connected to, that I'm not even trying to like be mean or anything, but they're just kind of miserable. Like, and they're okay. It's like they're almost okay with it. They've, I don't know if they're okay with it. I think at this point, it's just like a subconscious thing. They've been doing it for so long. They don't even recognize that they are someone that's a bit negative. So maybe you are supposed to be the person as well that's meant to kind of awaken them in some capacity, and they can't awaken if you're always swallowing your words, or on the inside you're rolling your eyes, but you're not really expressing to them that, hey, I don't want to hear this. Hey, stop being so negative, you know. So some of you definitely, like, it's time for you to you know, be more authentic, maybe be a little more expressive, also be more protective of your joy. Sometimes that may even mean like, look, I don't want to have a conversation with this person, I'm just going to avoid them. You know, I mean, I wouldn't always say like, is that the best approach to take? But it's not necessarily a bad one. Like, avoiding people, environments, situations that you know drain your life force, your vitality, because that's definitely what somebody's doing. You need to be mindful of how you feel after you are interacting. In every interaction, I want you guys to start being more cognizant of that. How are you feeling after you're interacting with this person? Right? Ask yourself. Check in with yourself. Because I think some of you too, you might be a little like disconnected from your emotions or something like that. I heard you were raised to be that way as well. So I'm getting some of you have had to prioritize your caregiver's emotions over your own. Okay, so there can be an aspect of you neglecting yourself, neglecting your needs, neglecting your joy, your happiness, right? For the sake of another. We have yes, just say yes here. Say yes to joy is what I'm getting. Say yes to things that bring you joy, and say no to the things that don't. Point blank, period. I just feel like that's the message there. All right, so some of you really need to embrace that a bit more. For some of you, there are going to be connections that you do come into, or that you already have in your life, that do like bring you into this space. And those are the connections that you want to say yes to. Those are the relationships that you want to lean into a bit more, and away from the things that, you know, do not bring you this, right? Let's see here. Yeah, because I even get, you know, because your capacity for joy has been like so limited, or so like damn near non-existent. I get that you say no a lot to things, and saying no isn't necessarily a bad thing when you have to set a boundary, but I'm getting that some of you say no to situations that actually could bring you joy. Yeah, like, this is a really interesting message. It's like you say no to the things that actually bring you happiness, and yes to the things that are going to keep you stuck here in the underworld, the nightmare, right? That's what this is. It's fraught with nightmares, suffering, and pain. The complete opposite of this, joy, right? It's the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths. through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death, okay? This isn't predicting anyone's death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. Fuck yes. That last part, facing darkness and choosing light, is the most profound calling of all. And that's what some of you don't recognize. Like, you are being spiritually tested just in some of your day-to-day relationships with your significant other, with your family members, with your friends. I'm getting there's a lot of negativity around you guys, and you do not call it out. You do not shine the light on it. You know, you keep it in the darkness by keeping those things in your head, like, oh, I just wish they would just be quiet. I'm so tired of dealing with them, da 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 da. Like, no, say that shit. That's how you're shining the light on it. For some of you, like I said, if you've been going through like a depression or something, you're going to be coming up out of that here soon. Oh, shit. Okay, I got cards just falling out all over the place, y'all. Okay, so I like this. We have beauty coming through. So for some of you, you might be focusing a little bit more on the physical beauty, but also, you know, your inner beauty as well. And I think that joy is something that just makes somebody shine. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, this person is radiant, right? You know, and shit, even better if they looking good on the outside too, right? But, you know, we don't judge. The beauty's in the eye of the beholder, whatever. But it's something about someone that, you know, is full of light, the glow that they exude. And yeah, like I'm getting, for some of you, interesting. Like, I don't know if you've been feeling like dull lately, like your skin is dull, your hair is dull or something like that. It's because you need more joy. This is what's really going to nurture you right now. Just like this baby suckling on his mama's titty, you need to suckle on some joy. Okay. It's funny me saying that. Made me think of honeysuckle. Is that flower essence? I think that it is. I don't know what it's for per se. You may want to look into it, okay? Look up honeysuckle, even looking into like the essential oils, the meaning behind it, what it is used for. But yeah, for some reason I'm picking up on honeysuckle. We have clarity coming through here as well. So for some of you, this is getting clear. I think for many of you, about people in your environment, once again, don't dim to fit in. I think some of you have just been going along with the status quo. This could even be a family situation where you're not necessarily wanting to separate yourself as the black sheep or some shit, essentially. And you're just like, oh, let me just, you know, just kind of go with what we usually do, and da-da-da-da, knowing good and well that you're kind of miserable. You have a choice. You know, you have free will, and look, do what you need to do. Well, once again, because like, look, misery is always going to be there. It's always going to extend its invitation. It's just whether you accept it or not, essentially. Okay. So, definitely just kind of keep that in mind. I'm getting a lot of mirror work that some of you may be doing. Looking like deep into your eyes, looking for that spark, you know, people that kind of have that little sparkle, that glimmer in their eye. There's something about that, that you're going to start seeing more. Like I said, where maybe you have been feeling a little more dull, you're going to be like super shiny. It's something that's coming through here. And I will say, like, for some of you, you've actually had to go through the underworld so you can come up super shiny again. This is very much a part of everyone's process at some point. We do have to go, you know, into the shadow to, you know, address more of, you know, our stuff, right? You know, the subconscious limitations, our traumas, you know, our wounding. The more that we address that, the more that our light shines brighter and brighter. Okay, so that's what's happening. Yes, commitment come through. Okay, some of you, there could be some sort of commitment on the horizon for you. Some of you could be having clarity about, like, it might not even necessarily be who you want to commit to, but the type of person that you want to commit to. For some of you, this is a job situation, okay? The kind of company that you want to work for. You know, if you are in an environment where they're literally just draining your life force, right? You may be reconsidering, like, okay, well, maybe it's time for me to go look for a different kind of job, right? Maybe it's time for me to switch into a different industry here. Once again, for some of you, there is some sort of clarity maybe that you're having with this full moon about, yeah, because we have the full moon behind these two birds here. And it's interesting, like, one of them's dark and one of them's light. And we've been talking about that contrast quite a bit in your reading, okay? So, contrast. There may be someone in your life, they don't dim to fit in, okay? They're not a follower. They don't care about what other people think about them. If they don't like what's going on, like within a group or an environment, they'll be like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. I don't want to deal with this. Basically type of situation. And I think maybe some of you are being inspired to, like, be a little more like them, to be honest. So it's good that you at least have a reference point, I am seeing, for some of you, to where it's like, okay, well, I don't have to, like, completely navigate this by myself. Because I have an example here of how to do this, essentially. And we also have happiness, guys. Like, boom, happiness, joy. Like, come on. Like, this is about your happiness here. Some of you, I do see, I'm getting family for some reason. Some of you are kind of, it's not to say that you're disowning your family or anything, but you might be creating a little space, a little more distance, between you and your family. I don't know. Some of you, if it's like really just that bad, you might be in that space where you're like, I'm going no contact. I don't want to deal with these motherfuckers at all. Like, hey, that's your prerogative. I don't know what your life is like and what your family dynamics are. So I'm not here to tell you what to do either way. But one thing I will tell you, prioritize your happiness, your joy, your peace. Okay. I'm hearing prioritize your purpose as well. And these people, they get you distracted from what the fuck your purpose is, because they're too busy sucking you into their bullshit. And it's literally, they don't have shit going on. It's literally nothing. Even the problems that they fucking tell you about, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't even a real problem. No offense. Like, go talk that out in therapy or something. Why are you telling me this? It's that kind of situation, okay? Where, yeah, some of you, I think you need to realize too, you're not someone's therapist. All right, like, and I know that may sound a little harsh, but you're not. Did you go to school to become a fucking therapist? Are you getting paid to be a therapist? No, so stop playing that role. You could tell people no, like, and I don't know why I'm getting mom energy for some of you, and I know that's the hardest person to say no to is your mother, because, like, she gave me life. How can I say no to her? Please, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just like, at the space of my relationship with my parents, like, look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't care. Like, so yeah, some of you need to kind of get into that space, because you gotta also ask yourself, like, yeah, because some of you are still kind of operating from, like, this child type of energy where it's like, oh, I need my mom, so of course I have to be available to her all the time because she's the one that's paying all my bills and she's making sure I've got a roof over my head and da 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 da. But now I really want you to ask you, like, what is your mother doing for you now? I mean, especially, look, I'm talking to a lot of adults here. Is your mother paying your bills now? Is she the one keeping the roof over your head? Is she paying your car note? Your health insurance? She buying your groceries? Or are you doing that? Okay, and if you're doing that, it's just like, all right, mother. Like, and it's not to say that your mother doesn't serve a purpose or anything like that. She's your fucking mom. Like, of course, she serves a major purpose. But, like, just, I think there's going to be some adjustments here made in this relationship. Like I said, for some of you, it might not necessarily be a mom. I'm even getting grandma. Like, I don't know who raised you. Could have been an aunt or something. But I'm also getting this could be like a friend, as I was mentioning, that's just always got like some bullshit going on. No offense. It's just like, girl, could you just like, please get it together? And then it's like they have very little time or energy to ever ask about you and like what you have going on, how you're feeling. But it's like they're always coming to you like with their issues, their drama. You can respectfully decline, okay? Some of you need to, I'm getting a script. Like, you can literally, like, write out certain responses because you already know, I feel like, what to expect from this person. So you can literally, like, write a script out. Or, you know, just certain automated responses that you can kind of have, you know, when that situation comes up again, when they're reaching out and they want to emotionally dump on you and they ain't even asked you, like, do you have the capacity? Are you fucking available, right? Once again, they don't even hardly ask you how you feeling, what's going on in your life, but they expect you to always be available for them. So, look, draw the line in the sand when you want to. We got the Ace of Pentacles coming out. So, for some of you, this is like a new cycle for sure. Whenever I see the Ace of Pentacles, I'm drawn to this doorway here. So this is something healthier that I think that some of you are shifting into, these new dynamics that are being shaped here within your relationships. But also for others of you, look, we got some big money coming through as well. So that's always a beautiful thing. And I do feel like this is going to come from, once again, you not trying to fit in, you just being willing to kind of do your own thing, go your own way. Remember, you're birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. That's the Ace of Pentacles. This is your new world, a healthier world, a world that is like supportive and sustainable and nurturing for you, right? This is nice. I like this. For some of you, like I said, new job or something, congratulations. Three of Pentacles, I just said new job. This shit just flipped out of the deck. As soon as I said new job, boom. Many of you, yeah, new job. There's a new partnership, collaboration of some sort. You're going to be making some money. Congratulations. And this is you being with more like-minded people, okay? And it's because you've chosen to maybe separate or distance yourself from, you know, I don't know why I'm getting a group type of dynamic as well. It's not even necessarily just one person. It's kind of like you separated yourself from a group. I know this might sound super like, bitch, what? But somebody out there, dead ass, I'm getting that you like left a cult or some type of shit, okay? And you're about to go start a completely new life, a healthier life. You are definitely going to be okay when it comes to your finances with the Three of Pentacles, the support that you have here available to you. There's definitely new contracts coming in for some of you that are going to be way more supportive for you. Let me get a sip of water, guys. Some of you, this is a house. You're building a house, like a dream house. You might be like seeing an architect or something like that. Somebody's designing like your dream house for you. I see you like looking at the blueprints and stuff like that. Also going to like maybe see a financial advisor, going to the bank for like a loan. So if you trying to get a loan for a home, it looks like you're going to get approved for that. Congratulations. Remember I was talking about that commitment over here. Definitely a work type of commitment, professional commitments coming through for you guys. The world, look at that, okay? So yes, for many of you, you're wrapping up some sort of major cycle here, which may also come with a bit of recognition, a great sense of achievement here. You're just like, finally, I did it. Yeah, I guess somebody's about to get a house, okay? Or get like approved for a loan or some shit. And you're like, yes, finally. It's kind of like a full circle moment that's coming around for many of you. Or, you know, even if it is a job situation, this just seems to be bringing in like a lot of success and recognition for you. Possibly even Some of you may have a platform on social media, online. When we talk about the world, this could be the World Wide Web, okay? Where you got like, it's just like so many people got eyes on you and they're watching what you're doing. Nice, nice. Ooh, okay, we just, shit, guys, like y'all would like give me all this. I didn't even want this many, but you guys are getting like a shit ton of cards come out compared to the other readings here. So whatever, we'll just go with it. Okay, stand your ground. Like, this is the crabs in a bucket mentality, because there is success that you're coming into. People are gonna be mad, especially if you've had to separate yourself. Look, like I said, that dramatic example, somebody left a cult and the cult is like, how dare you leave us, right? And you know, they may be trying to reel you back in or some shit, and you like, yeah, nah. Some of you might need to hit the block, okay? I am the queen of the block. If I don't want to talk to you, I don't want nothing to do with your energy, I will block you, okay? So some of you are needing to go ahead, hit that block button, stop being scared. We have the 8 of Swords here. Don't get sucked back in, because it's literally, it starts with your mind. I'm hearing guilt tripping here as well. So look, just be mindful of it. Somebody's kind of playing on your attachment wounds is what I'm getting here too with the moon. Don't let them. You have a choice. Might be a Queen of Cups involved here. But this is usually kind of this mother energy as well. Going back to a Sasha Ya, we've been talking a lot about the mother in this reading. So, whew, and then she's coming through with the 5 of Wands, y'all. Come on. Okay, like, and conflict, disagreements, you know, drama, coming through with the drama, right? So for some of you, like I said, you really need to set some boundaries with that 7 of Wands. That's all that is. And standing up for yourself, protecting and preserving your joy, your peace, your happiness, your abundance as well. Because I'm also maybe seeing someone coming in, you know, asking for a handout. They expect you to like pay for something too. Or maybe they've always kind of been that way with you. And you need to maybe learn how to say no to them. People can't learn how to help themselves if you're constantly helping them. All right. So you guys definitely, you know, just kind of working through some of these internal blocks, these, I don't know, it's like a mindset shift as well, where maybe you feel like you owe people. And at the end of the day, you don't owe anybody but yourself. Like, and that might be a very Aries thing to say, oh my gosh, that's just so selfish. Like, bitch, like, who the fuck gonna take care of me but me, right? Like, I just never understood it. People can call me selfish all day. I don't care. Who's gonna take care of me but me, right? You know, especially with y'all in this situation, this person, no offense, they're not really taking care of you. So you have to take it upon yourself to take care of you. And taking care of you is also making sure you're blocking out bullshit when you know you over here, you vibing high, things are going really well, whoop-de-woo. You know, stop letting people come in and essentially steal your joy, siphon your joy. Because they need energy and they won't go fucking cultivate that shit them damn selves. It's not your job to do that. Some of you might be wondering, why am I so low on vitality? Going back to the joy, it's because of some of the people that you're around. You gotta keep it a buck. And it might be more than one person with the 5 of Wands. It might not just be mom. That's why I was feeling like it's a group type of thing. And it's people that just are like always in drama for whatever reason. Or it's just always like chaos and dysfunction and shit. And I really think that, you know, even with the Queen of Cups, I feel like this could be you, where you just be trying to like, just be peaceful. And I'm like, not trying to be on all that shit, right? And you have every right to say no, to turn, like, dead ass, even the way this looks, it's like you're turning your back on the drama. You like, I'm blind, I'm Stevie Wonder to the fucking drama, to the bullshit. Like, I don't care. I don't have time. And you're focusing on you. The Queen of Cups, she's always so giving, pouring into everyone else, but no one's pouring into her cup. Okay? So it's time for you to pour into your cup, my loves. And, you know, let everybody else, they can fend for themselves. They can figure that shit out. They just gonna be over there doing the same thing that they always do. Like, it ain't gonna be nothing different. and shit, you can just kind of focus on you and this whole new world that you are essentially creating for yourself. This is really beautiful. I love this for you guys. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonated at all, leave me a comment below. Until next time, sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye.